Ready to go? Call this governing board meeting of the Eastern Arizona College order. We will begin by having a pledge. So join with me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call to the public. Is there anybody that would like to
Did you
speak?
get to Suzette?
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
I'll just forward Laurie's email to you.
That's not a call to the public, right?
I don't think so.
All right, we have the board minutes from our regular meeting held on September 10th. Would entertain a motion to approve those.
I make a motion, we accept those minutes as presented.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion is second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. College financial reports and vouchers. Vice President Welker.
Chairman Larson, members of the board, I present to you the college financial report and vouchers for the month of August for your approval.
I'd like to make a motion that we receive the financial reports and accept the vouchers as presented.
Second. We have a motion is second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Vice President Welker. The reports, Greenland County Advisory Committee, Dean McBride.
Thank you, Chairman Larson, members of the board. I provided my Greenland County Advisory Committee report. We did have our advisory committee meeting on September 22nd. Just a few weeks ago, Dr. Wood was present with me there in Clifton. It was a good meeting, had a lot of good input and good representation. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
No questions. No questions. Thank you, Dean McBride. The Gila Provisional Community College District. Interim Campus Coordinator Renan.
Good morning, Chairman Larson and board members. My report is attached. I have two updates for you. The IGA for Globe Unified School District was completed this morning and sent over to Michelle Driver. And on 9/28, the Arizona Chapter Associated General Contractors of America agreement was sent over to Michelle Driver. In addition, we did receive RFP bids for the paving at the Allied Health Building at the Gila Pueblo campus. The awarded bidder was Cactus Asphalt, and that was determined on 9/30 at close of business at 5 p.m. And they have been contacted, sir. That concludes my report.
Questions? Nope. No questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have Ann Knight from the Payson campus.
Good afternoon, everyone. I believe the Payson campus report was removed from the agenda, but it was in the original package submitted by Dean Butterfield. If there are any questions, I can certainly try to answer them for you. If not, I can relay the message so that Dean Butterfield can take care of any outstanding questions.
Nope. The College Foundation and Alumni Association, Executive Director Edal.
Thank you, Chairman Larson, members of the board. In our packet, we're pleased to share that we've been having a monthly newsletter go out to our alumni, and that's been right about 10,000 households have been receiving that, and that's been well received. And then we've been doing some research with all our past scholarship recipients and sharing that with our scholarship donors so that they can continue to see the good that they've done in providing scholarships, and also a way to replace not having the scholarship banquet this year. It's been a very good tool to use and just continue to build the relationships with those donors, and they really are glad to have made such a difference in so many students. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have about either the foundation or the Alumni Association.
Got one. David, who conducts that audit on the foundation?
That's Scott Powell and the Colby and Powell
okay.
auditing firm.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Seeing no questions, thank you, Executive Director Edall.
Thank you.
Okay, Dean Sorensen, the Associated Students of EAC.
Chairman Larson, members of the board, I'm happy to let you know that we have exceptional student leaders this year. They've already held several activities that have been well attended and have really started to push our students towards student engagement in a way that follows CDC guidelines and our other concerns. In your packet, you have information about our mission and goals, and each of the student leaders have included a statement that is in your packet. We've invited all of our student leaders to come and personally introduce themselves to you via Zoom. So I will step out of my seat and share the camera with each of our individual student leaders.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Matthew Norcross, the ASCAC president. I'm from Miami, Arizona, and I am majoring in business, and I am so happy to serve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Hunter Moon. I am the vice president. I grew up in Queen Creek, Arizona, and I am majoring in business. And I'm happy to serve here with everybody. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Maddie Sellers. I am the secretary of ASCAC this year. I'm from Thatcher, Arizona, and I am majoring in secondary education. And I am also so happy to serve.
Pretty girl.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Law. I'm from Gilbert, and I'm the service coordinator, and I am in second block of nursing school.
I wanted to fact check her. She said she's from the farming town of Gilbert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe at one time it was.
Hi, everyone. My name is Logan Peary. I'm from Miami, Arizona as well. And my position is the ASCAC Executive Assistant, and I'm majoring in pre-med.
There's a few farms at Gilbert, not many, but there's still a few.
Hi, everybody. My name is Madeline Norcross. I am the publicity coordinator. I'm from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm studying graphic design.
Studying what?
Graphic design.
Tell good here.
Graphic.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aubrey Wright. I am the club coordinator on ASCAC.
I am in my first semester of nursing school, and it's been such an awesome experience serving with these guys for the students.
That concludes our report. If you get a chance to meet these students in person, it will be a genuine pleasure. I guarantee it. Thank you.
Thank you to all of them.
Thank you, Gary.
Consider modifications for the spring and summer 2021 academic calendars. President Haney.
Chairman Larson, members of the board, it's good to be with you this afternoon. In your packet, there is a proposal to modify the spring semester and summer terms. With the COVID-19 virus still not at bay, we were looking for ways to further mitigate the potential spread of the virus through our community, especially our on-campus community. And we are proposing that we remove or modify the spring break holiday called the spring recess holiday in your packet to 1 day in March, and that the remaining 4 days of that holiday be spread out over the spring semester and into the summer terms, so that faculty and staff will still get their 5 days, but we will not be giving students an entire week, students and faculty and staff an entire week to potentially go out to far-flung places, pick up a virus or a contagion and bring it back to campus. This would be a temporary change only in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. We have discussed this with the academic deans, and they are in support of this. We've also communicated this with the superintendents of our local K-12 districts, because we do try to coordinate the spring break holiday with our local schools. They are also in support of this. They feel it is a wise decision. They've also suggested that they will work with us with our dual enrollment students, because now that will kind of put them into a little bit of a scheduling challenge. But the superintendents are in favor of it as well. You can see in your packet the days that we are recommending to move those 5 days instead of, again, 1 full week, spread them out over the semester. And most of them will be around a holiday weekend, which would give faculty and staff a 4-day weekend, which I think that they will appreciate in spite of not having a spring break holiday. So we are recommending that you approve the modifications to the spring and summer 2021 academic calendars as presented.
I make a motion that we approve the calendars as presented.
Second, and motion second. Further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
President.
Thank you.
Receive and discuss the preliminary 21 through 24 academic calendar. Vice President Wood.
Chairman Larson and members of the board, you'll see in your packet that there is a proposal for 2021 through 2024 academic calendars. And I would entertain any questions. I have none.
Apparently we have that. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Vice President Welker, consider addition to the 2021 fee schedule.
Chairman Larson, members of the board, I present to you the proposed fee schedule for the new CDL program projected to start this January. There'll be more information if you'll look on your agenda coming in the next couple of rounds here, but this will be the fee schedule that we're proposing for this new program.
Entertain a motion to add the question. Okay, first.
This is just a fee, tuition schedule for this particular course, or courses. Is that right? This is not our total tuition and fee schedule, right?
Correct. Correct. The reason this needs to come to the board at this time, because of course you approved the tuition and fee schedule clear back in the March meeting. And so because this is a new program, it obviously wasn't on that schedule. And so we need to present it separately. The tuition and fee schedule for this year will be presented in February. We put that on the last budget schedule. Typically, we were doing that in November, but we've pushed that back to February to give us more time to be able to see what the other community colleges are doing. And then with our new food service program and with the COVID situation, we wanted more time to kind of evaluate what those food service and dorm fees should be. So that will again be coming in February, and this will then be on the schedule again. But this is just for January since we're already in this fiscal year. And so the board will need to approve these fees for this new program.
And when will the program start officially?
The hope is that we can start this program in January. And again, more of this information Vice President Wood will be sharing, but that's the hope. It is not your typical full semester course because this is a certificate and will run for a number of weeks. But I'll let Vice President Wood explain more of that. But these fees are to cover, of course, some of the costs associated with this new program to help cover some of the additional expenses that this program will incur.
Great.
Entertain a motion to accept the addition.
Also moved.
I second it.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Vice President. Welcome. Okay, consider courses and curricula, Vice President.
Chairman Larson and members of the board, thank you. So this is more information about that CDL program. And you can see that it's about 5 credits that the students will take. And at the end of those 5 credits, they'll have CDL license. Well, they won't have the license, they'll be able to test. They'll have the opportunity to test. So there's a CDL 100, which is a prep course. It does not have a course fee. After which they would then get their learner's permit, and then they would take, it says here behind the wheel refresher is the next one. They would not necessarily take that one unless they need it. If you go to the second page, they would do the closed course, and that would be inner parking lot. And then they would go on to behind the wheel, and that would be on the road. And those are the credits that would allow the student to get have the ability to test for CDL license. And I would entertain any questions.
Vice President Wood, I'd like to ask you a question. I noticed that the instructor is going to be Kip Nielsen.
Yes.
Can you tell me what qualifications he has to teach that program?
Kip has just recently gotten his own CDL license to make sure that he understands that he's been working carefully with Janice Lawhorn and the state to understand all of the requirements. And he also has the certifications that are needed to teach in this program and experience. So those are his qualifications.
He doesn't have the experience yet if he just got the license.
Well, he was renewed, I believe, for the license. And I can follow up on that to find out exactly the years of experience.
Okay. I'm very curious what kind of experience he's got, what qualifications he's got. I know he teaches for the college in our prison programs, but I would like to know more what he is, his skill set is for this program. Yes, I really would.
Yes, I will definitely follow up and get his resume.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm just curious too. Obviously, they have to go to the state licensing division to get their CDL. Does this just prepare them for what they're gonna get there? Or is this something they can take to them and will expedite them getting the CDL?
Well, it allows them to take that test and they have to have these skills. So it's not necessary to take the test, but it prepares them for that test. They wouldn't be able to go and take the test and pass it without having all of this preparation.
Okay.
They used to have to do this in Tucson. So it does make it more convenient for the people around this area, because before they used to have to go do all the classes in Tucson.
That's
or,
right.
or in Phoenix. There was no place locally that they had the ability to be able to do the.
There is, the reason that we have proposed this is because of the workforce demand.
Yeah.
That we offer this
A lot
year.
of it here.
And
Yeah.
eventually we will be a testing site ourselves, but that's a bit bigger of a lift. It will take longer. This we can start offering as soon as January if we get all of our ducks in a row by then.
Don't they still do the testing site in Duncan?
Not that I know of.
Okay, they did it one time. They
Okay.
did have a testing site in Duncan, because I know that because of all the number of trucking companies that we have here.
Okay,
But I
will
was
check
told
into
at
that.
one time that they was able to test in Duncan. Now, I don't know if that's still possible or not.
Okay, I will check into that. I know that they can test at Pima Community College. They have a testing facility. But within about a year or so, we should be a testing facility as well.
Which I think is great.
Yes.
I think that there's a huge demand for it.
And Mr. Nelson would not be the tester. You cannot be the tester and the instructor.
No, it has to be two different people.
Right. Right. Any other questions?
That's all that I have.
I will follow up on Mr. Nelson's credentials.
No, I sure appreciate it. Thank you, Vice President Woods.
We need,
I make a motion that we accept the new program as presented by Vice President Woods.
I'll second.
second. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank
you. All right. Consider board policy review administrative regulations, President Meany.
Chairman Larson, members of the board, presented for your review is a new, or rather a modification to an existing regulation regarding the publication of full-time employee position opening notices. We are updating this regulation to be in concert with our current practices as we work to attract as many qualified employees as we can to the college. In addition to that, we are presenting for your review a new regulation that will put us in compliance with the Clery Act. This regulation is related to procedures in the event of a missing residential student here on campus. We have the procedure already listed in our student handbook, but we need it to be in our policy manual to broaden the awareness of these procedures for all campus employees. Again, there is no action requested. It is for your information, but I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
President Haney, I do have a recommendation on it's called the external, it's under number C. The openings may be publicized in all the following. Item 1 and item 8, I think needs to be reviewed and done some clarification on the wording. I think it's confusing at this time, and would appreciate that somebody review that and maybe correct the wording so that the clarification is better on those two items, item 1 and item 8.
Chairman Larson, Mrs. Moody, you suggested C. If I want to make sure I understand, C1 and
C1 and C8.
8. Okay, very good. We will take a look at that. Thank you for your recommendation. We'll take a look at that. We want to ensure that it is absolutely clear.
Yeah. And if you have any questions as to what my problem with those two are, I'll be happy to go into detail with you on that.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Any other questions?
Want to go into update on personnel, President Haney?
Chairman Larson, members of the board, presented again for your review is the personnel matrix. I've got to get to it here real quick. We have just a couple of positions here on the matrix, a couple of retirements and a couple of resignations that we are working through. The one that makes me the most sad is that second one on the list there. That's the promotion. Well, the promotion of Laurie Pennington doesn't make me sad, but it makes me sad that she's vacating the position of executive assistant to the president and to the governing board. That makes me sad. We're in the middle of a search process right now to attempt to find someone that can fill her very large shoes. I personally am going to miss working directly with her, though she's not leaving the college, thankfully. Otherwise, this information is presented for your review, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
I'm very happy on her promotion, but I would love to have her be able to stay as our executive assistant to our board. I think she is someone that cannot be replaced.
Well, there absolutely is no replacing Laurie Pennington. I absolutely agree. The good news is like I said, she's not leaving the college, and I anticipate that this transition will be a slow transition, and we'll continue to be able to use her as we work to train the new individual that takes her very big shoes. I know Laurie's there. I can't see her on the screen. She's probably blushing right now.
All right, thank you, President Meany. Agenda item number 9, general information. Our next governing board meeting is Thursday, November 12th at 12 p.m. Do you have anything else, President Meany?
Yeah, Chairman Larson, members of the board, I just have a couple of updates if that's okay with you. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to participate in the board meeting via Zoom today. This is not my favorite way to participate in a meeting, but I'm grateful that we have the technology that allows us to do this. But I want to let you know a couple of things. First of all, and this does not come or should not come as a surprise to you, but we have an exceptionally talented group of women and men here at EAC. Our faculty and staff are professional, they're conscientious, and they really do strive for excellence in all that they do. And to say that the past 7 months has been a challenge would be an absolute understatement. We here at the college, over the past 2 years since I've been president, we've developed many goals, we have many aspirations, but our focus has sometimes, at least over the past 7 months, has sometimes been diverted to responding to the ever-changing nature of COVID-19. There are many, many moving parts to this situation, and there are unfortunately no easy answers to any of them. But you will be happy to know that in spite of the pandemic, in spite of COVID-19, we have not slowed down. We've continued to move forward and work very hard here at the college, all of us. We continue on with much needed improvements to campus. Most of these you are aware of, but the renovation of the Alumni Library, the ongoing renovation and updates to the gym, the renovations to Mark Allen Hall, and soon other residence halls, the update and really a transformational change to Gila Hanks Cafe and EAC dining services. I know you the board have all had a chance to eat there, but I would recommend and suggest that you continue to go and eat there and experience other items on John Nichols's menu. It's just fantastic. We continue to work on being transparent with all of our employees and to communicate to them what we as an executive team and as a college are trying to accomplish and why. And though not everyone always agrees with the decisions that we make, they at least know. And what we're trying to do is let them know why we make the decisions that we make. Our strategic plan, to me, is king. It is guided by the 3 pillars that are student success, fiscal responsibility, and community engagement. With that, we continue to look at and develop new programs like the CDL program that you approved today. We're also working on an HVAC program. A big thanks to Dean Janice Lawhorn for the tremendous work that she's done on both of those programs. These programs and many others will bring much needed skills to employers and needed jobs to potential employees. And we continue to explore other areas and develop other partnerships that will benefit not just our students, but also the communities that we serve. I wanted to tell you real quick about one new new program. You should be aware of our esports team. Last year, it was an intramurals program where students on campus could get together and play e-gaming or sports or video games rather. This year, in fact, this week, we just started the intercollegiate team. That is an inter-college competition with supervised by the NJCAA. We had our very first meet this week on Tuesday. We had 2 players. One player lost, but the other player, Sam Fawcett, he won 4-0 on the Nintendo Switch console playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, I've never played that game, but I'm familiar with it. My son knows that game fairly well. This is just one way that we are engaging students here on campus in ways that I would not have ever thought possible, but it's using their skills, using their talents, and using the things that they're interested in to really keep them on campus and keep them engaged. And we look forward to continue to see that particular program grow. So in spite of all the challenges of COVID-19 and other fiscal challenges that we continue to see, we look forward to a continued bright future for EAC. I just wanted to give you that update and thank you for the support that all 5 of you, I know Dr. Monteith isn't with you, but all 5 of you continue to give to the college. So thank you. Be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
No questions.
Thank you, and thanks to the whole team that is working towards these difficult times and making it happen. We're plowing new ground. It's just we're having to figure things out. So appreciate all you do, the team, as they strive to serve the students and the community. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other business?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We adjourn. Thank you very much.
Gina, let me show you something.
Thank you, everyone.
You was talking about starching your
Oh, there
food.
you go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That works better than